In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do these head split effects inside of After Effects. Let's get into it. I saw this head splitting effect being done on one of Dthang's music video, and that's what we're gonna recreate in this video. So I will focus on these first two clips over here, and I'll bring these over here. Before we go on, don't forget to visit my website at dannyjames.co. I have cool preset and packs, and that's the simplest way that you can support this channel. And the first thing that you want to do, you want to rotoscope a selection of the head. So in this case, we'll double click, go to our layers tab, get my rotoscope tool. I'll zoom in and highlight this area with his head, and I'll avoid going below the neck, so we can take the hairs and everything else. And I will also stick right. I think this is a good selection. You can also manually adjust in case you have some specificity in these. From the first frame, we'll go one frame each, just following manually, and then we'll just go frame by frame, next frame and next frame. I think it should be good. I'll go with this till the end. So up to the last frame, this is what I have. Now once you've done this process, just go to your roto brush settings and invert this selection so that we highlight everything but the head, such that if we go back to our comp, we have something that will go on like this. Then once you're done, just go back and freeze that. I'll go back to the comp and we should have something that goes on like this. I'll duplicate this layer and then delete the roto from the one that's right below, and then we can label this one roto inverted. I'll single out these clips so that we can see what's happening. Next, we need to refine some of these edges. So just go to your effects and find the refine soft matte. This one will help us with creating some good feathering. Put these values to 0. All we are adjusting is the feather. I will leave it at around 8, or let's go probably higher, up to 14. From here, we'll need to do a little bit of content aware with this layer, which has everything but the face. So just click on this content aware fill. Make sure you're on this clip, generate a fill layer. You can use the default settings. We're not looking to use surface but object. Then just generate that layer. This is what it's given me. It's looking okay. I think I can work around with this. So I'll just trim it from the left hand side up to here, and then I'll also give it a different label color. Now that we have a fill, I will disable that layer temporarily. I also need us to create some masks of the head and have a selection of the head only. And for this, we'll use this clip that has the roto inverted. All we have to do is go to our layer and then find auto trace, click on it, and just choose something like 1 to be pixels before auto trace, hit OK. It's done a pretty good job. And the masks, if I hit M, we can see the masks over here. It will typically create 2 masks for you. So what you need to do, we'll also duplicate these and label this one face mask. We will isolate that layer only, and then just hit M, and on the first mask, put it on subtract. Second mask, put it on add. The reason why you can't see any difference so far, it's just because the same layer has a roto effect. Delete the effect from that and you will kind of see what you are doing. I will retain the refine soft matte since it will also give us smooth edges. This is what I meant by this. If I hit M, all these masks were at none. I put the one on top on subtract, then I put the one that is below on add to get this. And from here, I think everything should now be super simple. I will re-enable every other layers so that you can see what's happening. Put the fill layer below the face mask so that now we can hit P on the face mask, enable the position keyframe, push that keyframe to my right hand side. And then if I go a little bit back, I can lift the head such that it appears from the top. Put these 2 keyframes on easy ease, and now they should be dropping down. It should look something like this. Highlight on these 2 keyframes. We need to edit the graph just to make the movement a little bit slick. Make it to look more like a U, an inverted U graph. It won't be too fast, yet it won't be too slow on any end. And then once you're done, also add motion blur on that face mask selection. So this effect is kind of super simple, doesn't take too much. You can spice it up in different ways. You could also add a small shake, maybe at the point of impact. Let me try something like that. I'll create an adjustment layer, place it on top, right about here, trim it, and then I'll go to my effects and look for a shake. I could use the universe camera shake. Let's increase the frequency so that it's a bit more impactful. Yeah, I'll have it stay for a few seconds, and now this is our final edit. Yeah, it comes in with a bang, and then the clip just goes on. We can also spice this up further. From the reference video that I showed you, the head would kind of go up from the chest, then come back down instead of just dropping down. So just hit P on the face mask clip. I'll also disable the adjustment layer for this. Highlight these two keyframes, move them to my right, then reset this value here so that it starts where it was initially, and then it will go up. So I think we can have this go up faster, and then let it stay up a little bit longer before just coming back down. So I'll Control C and paste the same keyframe here. Play around with the spacing of your keyframes. Yeah, and that's a really super simple head splitting effect. This should be a walk in the park for you as long as you know your way around rotoscoping, masking, and also the content aware tool, and the rest is just putting it together. My name is Danny James. See you guys on the next tutorial. Peace out.